Hello everyone, welcome back. We have a question for you today. Why in the heck does everybody keep telling you to keep your head down? So before we get into it today, we would love to know, leave some comments in the comment section below. Tell us, why do people say that to you? How many times have you heard it? Do you find yourself giving that advice to others? So why do people keep saying this? Keep your head down, keep your eye on the ball. Why do you think people keep saying it?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
And truth be told, I think it's because they don't know what else to say. It just maybe makes sense in their own head, but it's actually killing your game and hurting that player way more than it's going to help.
Killing you.
Yes.
Killing you. Now, if you've heard it 1,000,001 times, please, it's not helping you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. If you've been telling people that, like your wife or your daughter or your son or whoever, stop. We could be done with this video right now. We could just stop.
That's true.
No. Show us two different versions. The keep your head down player and the swing all the way player.
Yeah, so here's a player that you never see on either the LPGA Tour or the PGA Tour.
Ever.
Ever.
Here we go. I haven't seen it yet. Been watching golf my whole life. Ugh. Good God.
Pretty solid, huh?
Yeah, well, good for you. Nobody any good looks like that. Nobody any good looks like that. So everybody walks through the door here at GLA thinking that they have to keep their eye on the ball or their head down because they've heard it forever. Cool? But nobody actually looks like that.
That is true.
So it doesn't even make sense. So having said that, show us a different type of way, something that we see on TV, what good looks like.
Yeah, so, I think it might even be important for all of you at home to understand why you don't want to keep your head down. So first of all, when I was keeping my head down that entire time, that just hurt my back.
You okay now? Yeah. You go see the boys at Tri-Covery.
Yeah, they're right across the street. I might have to go see them now. Because anyway, after the ball is gone or as you're swinging, we would say it's really important to actually keep that head rotating with the weight of the club because it's going to keep your body rotating. I'm not flexible enough to keep my head down the entire time. My body isn't equipped to allow the rotation to continue to occur if I'm trying to do that. So one of the things that you might notice as soon as you stop trying to keep your head down, you might hit it a hell of a lot further. Yeah. So what I'm going to do on this swing is I'm going to let the weight swing back, and on the forward swing, I'm just going to let my head go with the weight of the club.
Oh. Now that's what it looks like on TV.
Yeah, the head has to continue to rotate so the body can keep rotating.
Yeah, so if you're trying to keep your head down, it's killing your rotation.
Yeah.
And we know rotation adds speed, and everybody wants to hit it farther. And everybody wants to play like they do on TV. So why don't we just start trying to copy how they look on TV? But it would require you to unlearn the worst chords in the history of the game. The worst advice ever. Keep your head down.
Keep your head down. Let's not do that anymore.
Keeping your head down also does what to weight transfer? Walk us through this. So, we know we have to go to the target with our weight,
Yeah, so it's gonna prevent you from getting over that left side. So we talked about all the different skills that are going to be required for you to play good golf, and one of them was a divot. So if the body stops rotating and you can't get your weight over your lead side, it's going to cause some divot issues. The other thing that it's going to cause is most golfers, when they're struggling, the slice is a big thing, right? So if I'm just trying to keep my head down the whole time, a lot of times we'll see motions like this, and that's because they can't get their energy over to the left side. If I'm willing to let my head go, it's very easy to let the weight get over to the lead side, and then the club is starting to swing on a different plane. So by letting your head go, it's going to solve all sorts of your problems.
You'd be shocked.
And the other thing, man, they're going to be thinking less.
Thank God.
It's one less swing thought that you'll have. So pitch it.
Yeah, so back to the free swinging motion, we're going to have to remove the constraints. We're going to have to unlearn some of the constraints. So if you're out there trying to keep things down and keep things restricted, that's not a swinging motion, and it doesn't even look that way on TV.
That's true.
So stop doing that. You do not have to keep your head down. It would help you, in fact, to let it go like Ben had demonstrated, and you'll be shocked. And then when people tell you that, you can know in your mind that, they're probably not a professional, they're probably not a golf coach, they're probably just telling you what they think they have to do, which is what people have told them. So really they're living from their perspective, not yours. Cool. Cool. Anything before we sign up?
It's kind of funny. I would actually challenge somebody out there. If you can find an article in Golf Digest or maybe a tip that they've given on the Golf Channel, if you can find a golf professional out there that has given that advice, I'd love to see it. Because we've never seen it in our day. There's not one golf professional in any of those magazines or on the Golf Channel that's ever given that advice.
I'm glad you brought that up. You literally can't find anybody good at the sport talking that way, but everybody who struggles at the sport talks that way.
Yeah.
So stop talking that way. Period. So we hope this helps you. If you have any questions about that, we could explain it more. Leave us a question in the comment section below. We thank you for joining us. We hope this helps, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.